Good morning, everybody. Welcome to City Life. It's a rainy morning out there. I'm Linda Bown. I'm your host. My co-host here is Hillari Wennerstrom, former select woman from Tingsboro, former school committee member from Tingsboro.
Good morning.
How are you? Haven't seen you all summer.
I'm doing well. A little, if you're up close, a little sunburned this morning, but had an enjoyable weekend at the beach.
Love to hear that.
Thank you. Despite all the talks of hurricanes and undercurrents, we had a lovely time at, I was in Gloucester one day and up in Rye the other day.
Nice.
So, very relaxing.
I took my grandchildren to Rye and, looking for hermit crabs and all those great things.
Yes, it is very different going now with extended family with little kids. Mine are 25 and 22, so it's a very different perspective, but nonetheless.
Do they pay?
Do they pay? For what?
You go to like the clam stand and I'll pay. I got that, Mom.
Yeah, usually not, but I'm happy to occasionally.
When they get to their 40s, they take care of stuff.
Oh, good.
I got that, Mom.
Good to know. Good to know.
Good to know that it's still coming up. There's hope.
Exactly, but
You gotta have a will.
Oh.
You have a will?
we're very fortunate. My one of my niece's in-laws lives right on Wallace Sand, so we get free parking.
Oh, nice.
If we go that way, when I went to Gloucester, I have a friend in Cape Ann that has a boat, so we went out on his boat.
Very nice.
Yes.
I think it's been, weather-wise, I think the weather's been a lovely summer.
Yeah, my daughter was a lifeguard, and there was only one in the town of Bedford, Massachusetts, and there was only like one day that they closed for rain.
Yeah, I lifeguarded at Walden Pond when I was in school, and you prayed for lightning, actually. That was the only reason you rain didn't count. Today you'd be out there in the cold. So, but it's a great summer job for someone.
Yes, she's loved it. She's been with them for a number of years. This probably was her last summer of freedom as she graduated from college, but she enjoyed immensely working for Springsbrook Park.
Have you been to any of the concerts?
I have not. I'm trying to think. I think I was gone for at least one of them, and I think there's a couple more coming up in September every other Thursday night, right?
Yeah.
Every other Thursday night at Ironwood. Ironwood? Is that what it is?
Yes, Ironwood.
It's Ironwood. I don't have a lot of reason to go over on that other side of the dreaded bridge. And the traffic just seems to be crazy. Although I will say I was over there the other night to walk through the middle school. We're ready to open. I'll talk a little bit about our new middle school. It's a stunning building, and this Saturday from 9 to noon, I believe, is a community open house. It won't be guided tours. There'll be self-guided tours, but there'll be people, students and faculty along the way to help people, kind of guide them, so people will be able to go see a science classroom, tour some of the main areas, the band room, the gym cafeteria, things like that. The bridge is crazy. I was driving over it at 5:30 and.
Yeah, I think I kind of get used to it. It is what it is. I just automatically, because I can't get anywhere without doing that. I think the interesting one is Kendall Road, how bad that's gotten.
Yes, I came straight up Kendall, and that was a little crazy with the installation of those sidewalks. And then, obviously, they're putting sidewalks on Norris Road as well, so that was a little bit...
ridiculous.
A little bit crazy. I had the opportunity, since the town manager is on the middle school building committee, to chat with him as we were touring the building and right before the meeting. And, I think the concept is great, except for we don't walk our kids to school. I lived in a neighborhood. I did walk my kids to school because it was my backyard. But I had neighbors that put their kids on the bus because... installing sidewalks makes some of those roads a little more narrow, makes that intersection at Norris Road a little narrow. When I was on the school committee, they talked about putting sidewalks there, and at the time, we were not in favor of it. So it'll be something that the town has to plow and take care of, and I'm not sure it'll be utilized to the extent that we
Well,
think
I
it will
was
be.
referring to the sidewalks on Kendall Road. Who is going to walk to the highway?
I heard that was done, the person developing that area in the back and Mass DOT for that parking lot, you
Yeah.
know. I've never seen anybody walk to that parking lot. The only person I ever saw walking Kendall Road was Chief Chronopoulos and Warren Allgrove back in
Yeah.
the 90s. I don't think they've walked that since the 90s, but...
I don't never say, again, a road I travel a lot, never have seen.
Yeah.
You're right. And plus, there's nothing there. I could see if they were, if we had a housing development at one end, like on the Dunstable line, and they were walking into town, that I could get that. I could maybe get that. But in the bike lane ends the Dunstable line, so you'll get killed if you bike into Dunstable. There's no way you can survive that road going into Dunstable.
It's
on a bike.
Instead of the bridge to nowhere, we have the sidewalks to nowhere. I don't know. His thought was it's to make that a more appealing pedestrian-friendly roadway. I don't know that I
No,
think that it's going to accomplish that, but
Where can you guys walk in town? You wanna go for a walk?
Ironwood.
the elementary school has a track.
Yeah.
The high school has a track. Ironwood Park now has a track.
Sherburne
Sherburne Estates, yep.
Tracks.
Like, walking
Tracks are
tracks and
boring.
walking trails.
Boring.
Oh, no,
Tracks are
along the
boring.
river down off Frost Road, what do we call that?
Where can I walk
Riverfront?
my dog?
Down off Frost Road.
Those places, although you say, I say tracks, the elementary school, it's not a
Ironwood.
running
lovely.
track. Yeah, in Ironwood. It's a trail that,
Like in my
It's just
city
a
sidewalks.
in the heat and stuff, you'd walk your dogs over in those areas because they're not pavement, they're tracks where, it's defined walking area, but it's not
I don't
pavement.
want
so
my
you
doggy
can-
to get her
Yeah.
little paws all hot.
So they would
Well,
walk in.
here, they all walk on the common in this neighborhood. They all walk on the common.
Yeah.
They walk the dogs. If you want to go for a walk or a jog, there's
Well, that's what these parks are.
pavement all over the sidewalks. But I would think if you only
Go up to Colley Stadium.
use that track, it gets boring.
Well, yeah, if you're going around
Don't
and
you have
around.
a walkway by the river or something?
Yes, we do. We do. Just right down Frost Road, if you're coming over the bridge from Chelmsford, it'll be on your right, not that far before you get to the farm.
So you can walk along the river.
Oh, it's lovely.
yeah.
That's lovely. It's where the old trailer park was.
And you bring your little doggy bag with you and
Yes, that's a lovely, and there are some tables and chairs down there, benches. That's
The
a
only
lovely
thing I
place.
don't like about that is when you're coming back up, you're coming and pulling onto Frost on that blind curve, and it's a little treacherous.
Oh, yeah, you certainly don't want to have to go left.
You just hit the gas and hope.
Well,
that
you don't go
nobody's
left, you go up Patricia, straight across. pretty
Yeah.
much. It's in the middle of Frost Road. It can be it's at a straight area that
is there any sidewalk plan you guys have? Because Tewksbury put in sidewalks. The Land of Oz is putting in sidewalks.
of course
all
they
over
are.
the place. And they have a sidewalk snowplow.
Oh, we have that.
We have a tiny one over for the front of, by over it.
On my side of the river.
You're gonna have to truck it all around now because there'll be sidewalks everywhere. They don't do residential. They only do the.
They do all the town
Like you,
sidewalks. Residential, industrial, they do all the town sidewalks.
I live across the street from the sidewalk in my neighborhood, so it's now that the neighborhood is older and nobody on that side of the street has kids getting on the bus anymore, you don't see it get done. You
You're
used
gonna
to
have a
see
new
it get done
neighbor there,
when-
aren't you?
Yep, kitty corner across the street, yeah.
Well, do kids ride their bikes on the sidewalks or the streets?
The street.
Ooh, dangerous.
Because we have, our developer was allowed to put the mailboxes on that side of the street in the middle of the sidewalk, so you cannot go straight down the sidewalk. You have
What a
to,
crazy thing to do. The telephone poles in the middle of the sidewalk too? Like down the Hampton Beach.
we have underground
In Hampton,
utilities.
they put the telephone poles in the middle of the sidewalk.
We have underground utilities, but we allowed mailboxes on the side of the street with the
In
sidewalks in the
retrospect, that
middle.
was dumb.
Well, it's,
Yep. Dumb.
Yeah, I would agree. When I had little kids that were, we wanted to walk through the neighborhood or whatever.
You want to push the baby carriage down the street?
You can't walk our sidewalks for a very long stretch before you have to either go into somebody's yard or back into the street.
but you don't have a lot of traffic there, do you?
Not a ton. I mean, there's 35 houses on the two streets, and just depends. I would say there was more traffic when the neighborhood was a little, a few years ago when the neighborhood had a lot of kids that were driving, and so there was lots of people.
Well, the
in
new
and out.
method that they have, I'll put that on this camera here, the new method they have for doing sidewalks, just like looking at Lowell here, there's grass next to the street.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have mailboxes, they put it right at your house in Lowell. But if we had, out in Tewksbury, they have this little strip of grass, and all the mailboxes get in the strip of grass, leaving the sidewalk clear.
Speaking of that picture, anybody trying to get here, you can't.
Yeah, you can, just
But
scoot
there
up
was
and
a policeman there
The
when we
cop's gonna
came.
get out of the car and go wild, and just tell him you're going to the funeral home.
But
Yeah,
he's not there anymore.
He's sitting in the car, it's raining.
Where? Where's his car?
there was a black car. He was in a black car
Just
right
scroll
in
up a
front
little
of
bit.
us.
See the black car at the bottom of the screen there?
Oh, there he is. Oh.
He was parked parallel to the cones.
Yeah, he was pretty much kitty corner, so you.
And he blocked that last little area, so you couldn't. He had to get in the car and back it
But
out.
now, a lot of work crews are showing up now, so they just scoot in this thing here.
Are they're doing lines? Is that what they're doing?
It's a secret project. Secret project. I don't know what they're doing. They were here the other day, they did the same thing, and then they all left at 8 o'clock, never came back.
Yeah, that.
So I don't know what they're doing. And I'm gonna guess it's gotta be school-related.
There was a car with lights on it just, up past the school. But it looked like a tow truck. I thought there was an accident, but
No, there was.
I did too.
There was a
I
big
did
truck
too.
dropping off a big piece of equipment with the blinky lights.
got it.
Well, it was really hard. When
I
that
had to
traffic, I can imagine that the overpass is going to be, the water overpass is going to be a nightmare. Go some other way, folks, because
Well, let me
if it
switch
goes
it.
down to one lane, it's going to be kind of,
Let me move the camera around here.
that's
We'll
how
see.
I came. And, oh, look at you, aren't you? My.
So this is a service, this is one of the Newport construction guys. So I don't know what they're kind of like moving the equipment over here. So I don't know what they're doing.
Well, it's all blocked off. This side, like when I leave, I'll have to go down and around at Gorham Street.
Just cut through the common, no one says anything. It's a little, but the hill on the other side, unless you have all-wheel drive, you ain't gonna get up the top.
But I said I thought maybe they'd let me through when I said I had to come to.
Yeah.
He said, but he was very nice,
Yeah.
the construction guy. He
Yeah.
told me, take a left,
Cool. Well, I sent you a text, but I'm gonna guess the text was in your pocketbook.
I was in it when I got the text. I was right there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I know, John, I'm in it.
Because Hillary, I talked to Hillary first, I said, oh, come on in, and she says, no, the cop won't let me in.
Yeah, she said she really got doomed. She had to go down.
I circled around and then went down a couple of blocks, and then, of course, it's all one way.
For me, it was pretty easy coming up Gorham.
But,
So my guess, it looks like they're playing up here,
oh, good.
and I'll zoom in.
Very, very nice officer. When I said he said, the road's closed. I said, I just trying to scoot into the funeral home. He said, oh, okay. Got in his car, backed it right up, waved me through. Then stopped Linda. She was right behind me trying to
Sneak
get
in.
through. He came right out to her and very pleasant.
Down there, you see the equipment,
See, it
right?
almost looked like like I thought there was something going on. Oh, there's the equipment down
Yeah,
there.
they're paving, I think. That was like a paving thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a steamroller.
Well, when Eric comes in, you can thank him for paving the road.
No, about a month ago, we had a water leak. And, in Lowell, we outsource all our little jobs. We have a whole crew that can fix water leaks, but nah, stay in bed, boys. So
Well-
they hired Newport Construction to, a New Hampshire company, to come down and fix our
Are
water
you
pipes.
kidding me?
No, thank you, Tom Golden. And so they had put a rough coat on top, and this looks to be they're going to put the finish coat on.
See those single cars coming, there are usually 2 lanes going that other way. That's where the doom is, farther down. I'll tell you that the sidewalk project on Kendall Road, they've destroyed that road. And I don't suppose they're going to fix it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's a state road.
So what we're looking at, this is Thorndike Street, inbound towards City Hall. So you might want to find a different way today.
You must. I don't know now you came off the
connector, yeah.
and where did they send you to there?
I could take the left, and then right here at the corner, when I took
Oh.
a left, was where I saw that,
Oh, yeah,
Dawn
okay,
Street.
they're
So you
using
can
the
come.
ice aid, they're using the
So
other.
these guys will be gone by 9. Once the hot top comes, they'll put the second coat down, they'll pull up all the cones, and that'll be the end of it.
Yeah,
Pretty fast job, but they're prepping it right now. And once the hot top comes, they'll just
Yeah, I was trying,
switch it down and be gone.
I don't think they're going to be gone before we leave, though. I think they have a coffee break about that time.
I had an occasion to come down Kendall Road the other day, and I'm trying to think why. But I did come down, and that road was a little rough. And it was a little rough. Oh, I needed to swing into the mechanic, and that road is rough, and his whole driveway has been. I thought, your whole driveway is getting demolished.
Yeah.
But I think as a part of that project, all that area is all those homes right there are getting new kind of
Well, Monday night.
entrances to the
Oh.
the road.
Monday Night Dinner Club, after Monday, it's my turn to pick, so I want to pick a town, I want to pick a restaurant in downtown Lowell. So Regina was right with me, I said, well, let's take a ride and let's see what's open. So we drove through downtown Lowell, and we decided, I think there's a pizza place, Torino's or something like that, on Middle Street. That's where we're going to go next Monday. And we went down Shattuck Street, which they've demanded be cobblestones. Oh, that's bad. Bad. It's like traffic calming at the max. You drive down Shattuck Street. So if you know downtown Lowell, when you go down Merrimack Street towards City Hall, if you take a left at Subway, that's Shattuck Street. And the city's insisted, we want the old time cobblestones. They aren't the old time cobblestones.
I remember when it used to, way
bad.
back when it was cobblestones, it was bad then, it's horrible. Don't try to walk on heels
Even
right there.
worse.
How do you
now.
plow that? That's got to be a nightmare to try to
Oh, you can plow it.
plow. It's not.
You angle the plow. You don't go straight. If you go straight, it'll drop into a line. But as long as the plow's angled, you're good. That's how you do cobblestone.
Yeah,
Get it angled.
it's not good.
It's noisy, but it's see, Lowell is the place why they invented coffee lids on your coffee cups because of our bumpy roads.
Oh, yeah, of course, all my life, I lived with, Merrimack Street being one way. I find it very distracting and difficult to maneuver.
Well, I was pleased. There's no homeless laying on the sidewalk. There's nobody standing at an intersection looking for money. Downtown, it was free of all those elements. There's plenty of parking. I am told that you have to pay until 8 p.m.
Yeah.
The Greedy City Council is charging until 8 p.m. But I'm lucky enough to have a handicap placard, which means you don't have to pay the meter. Free parking outside nationwide. You can't park in the garage with a handicapper for free. But you can park at Hampton Beach for free.
Now, where is this restaurant? On Middle?
I think it's called Fia. I gotta look. Torino's or something like that. It's on
No,
Middle
it's the
Street.
same as in Tingsboro. What's the one in Tingsboro?
Tremonte.
Tremonte.
Tremonte, that's it.
We have one in Tingsboro.
That's what, they have a great menu, and,
They were closed for a period of time in Tewksbury. I
Yes.
never could quite understand, you heard a bunch of different stories about why, but
Well, that whole area is changing so much, going up towards the mall. Great things are happening. I saw something, well, the arcade, there's going to be a rock climbing place. It's almost done.
this microphone is blinking. I don't know if we want to change the batteries before someone comes in.
Oh,
all right.
aren't you?
that's, this is where we're going.
Yeah.
Tremonte, and it's on Palmer Street.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
really
I've actually eaten in there before going to a show at the auditorium. It's a nice place.
Yeah, I've been in there. It's been different things, and
I don't know what I did to my little buttons there. See if I can go back to that picture.
it's, that whole area is nice. You've got several restaurants there.
Yeah, this is they have cobblestones down here too, but they're not as bad as Shattuck Street. Shattuck's
It's
bad.
Shattuck.
And I lost my image. Let's try it one more time.
And so did you go there, or you are going
We
to
just
go?
drove by. It had a good-sized crowd inside.
Yes, their food, they have a great variety and good food, I will say that.
So there was a place that we found. It was an easy place to park, and
Yep.
so that's good.
Yeah, there's a couple of
That's where we're going
parking,
next Monday.
there's a couple of parking lots right around there.
Where'd you go this week?
We went to my least favorite restaurant. It's called Applebee's. It's in Tewksbury. And it was yummy. Ellen told me what to get. She said, they have great burgers and they have great salads. Pick one. Don't get this, don't get that. And I had a delicious chicken, some kind of chicken, oriental chicken salad. It was delicious.
Nice.
you
Okay. Well, I have to tell you, seeing you at Good Times with Beverly and Louise,
We had a wonderful time.
great meals. I haven't had a bad meal at Good Times, so.
Never been disappointed at Good Times. Their portions have gone back up to American portions when you eat. And great time. We had a good
Yep.
time. And the drinks were good.
Yes, Moscow Mule.
Okay.
She makes a great Moscow Mule there.
Good.
You sort of go, you order your drinks according to the restaurant and the bartender, that you know what their specialty is, and the Moscow Mules are wonderful there.
So we all left happy. It was a good time.
Yes,
Nice.
yes. Always good to see Beverly.
Yes, it
She's
is.
back a lot these days, so.
She down the Cape now? What Louise?
What was the date? I think, no, she might be, John, she might be. She was only going back to Connecticut for a day or so, and that's right, they're going down the
Boy,
Cape.
you must have heard the cookie story. Ellen was going to make cookies. And Louise was tempted to try one, so Ellen said, I'll give you some cookies. So I don't know if she tried them yet or not, but that's a big secret, so don't tell anybody.
Well, yeah, because I think the cookies will work better for her. But I don't know, I can't do anything else that
My
I
wife
get
makes
anxiety.
marijuana cookies,
Wonderful ones.
and they go down easy, and I sleep on the Titanic. That's how deeply I sleep when I have a marijuana cookie.
Yeah. They're good,
The second marijuana place in Tewksbury is open. So
Yes,
it's
I
quite
see
a-
they're going for an entertainment license.
Yeah, yes, they wanted to be able to do,
Outside functions.
yes, like, have stuff in the parking lot to keep, I think, to draw people across the street.
Well, do you think it's okay to get high and motor away?
Well, that's the whole new rule that's before that, of the Cannabis Commission, right? The social consumption.
Because when I see a car going down the street and all the windows are down, I'm thinking, he's puffing on a marijuana. He's puffing on it.
I mean, they want it, what did they say? There'll be 3 types of license. One would be for, restaurants. And what I didn't understand was, because of the no smoking, you wouldn't be able to smoke drink in public, right? Like, we banned.
Did they give them
smoking. They don't have it yet. It's still through. Theirs is an entertainment, and I think it's entertainment so that they can, have like an outside band, or they wanted, and I'm hearing this secondhand from a couple of things, like they wanted to be able to have like a carnival type occasionally in their parking lot, and
I don't think there's enough. I think that's a recipe
I thought
for
that
disaster.
was inviting families and stuff to the area when you can't get into the store. So I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't go to either place, so I don't.
Well, the parking lot across the street is always full, and I assume this one will be as well. And so I don't.
You're not supposed to be able to go left out of the one, but unless there's a cop there, and even sometimes when there's a cop there, people take a left, and it's just dangerous.
Well, the whole area, Olive Garden is dangerous.
Olive Garden has a no left sign as well, and people pull that hard left.
I'd give them a permit that's temporary and revocable.
Well, I think they usually are. I don't know. I just heard it secondhand that they had applied for some entertainment licenses. They wanted to be able to have like a band or be able to play music, like a DJ.
When they bring the strippers and the
carnival
drag
and
queens in, you
food
might
trucks.
change your mind.
Food trucks.
Well, originally,
I don't know if any company would do that kind of thing, but
of
if
course,
it's gonna sell,
yeah.
You don't see very many people in their parking lot, so I think they're trying to do everything they can to attract people.
Well, I thought when they originally got the town to approve it, there was not supposed to be consumption on site.
Well,
It wasn't like, I know it's a big issue in the state that that they want powers or something, right? That you can go and similar to a bar.
That's the whole, I think, push before the Cannabis Commission right now, is that
but well,
places would get on-site consumption.
But Hillary, respectfully, it's a company. They're struggling. They're just trying to make a living. I'd say, do it, and it's a revocable permit to do it.
Do you know any, John,
That's what I would do. I'd give them the green light.
any marijuana place is struggling? I haven't
Especially
seen
now
one.
that they don't have to pay those impact
No, but
taxes,
they're all
impact
greedy,
fees.
Linda. They're all greedy, because of the place at Industrial Ave in Lowell, they had to erect little tents to stand outside. That's how busy the place was.
That's the other side of the street in Tewksbury. They have shade for, if they're,
And then they opened up other marijuana stores, and there's no waiting anymore. So the greed's in there. Last year, we did $1 million a week business. Now we're only doing 100,000. So there's greed. Where the customers go.
The more licenses, obviously, the playing field is getting
yeah,
spread out.
Tewksbury only has 2, so
And
they're right there.
I think the marketing that they have is, there's no incentive to go back there. I have relatives and friends that go over there. There's no incentive. They don't say there's a sale on, come back next this. We're going to be.
Well, in the beginning, you weren't allowed to have sales, right? Like there was no.
And I don't know about the advertising. I've never actually seen, I see the billboards, but I've never
I got a mailer. I get a mailer every now and then, and I don't know how. I don't know where they sold my name, but Lazy River or Lazy whatever in Drake has sent me a number of things. I don't know where they got my.
By the way, Sixto Dejesus and Kids are coming at 7.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's now, I mean, the casino is hopping. The casino.
The Nash, have you been there?
I have not been in there, but I've heard great things about it. I've heard a few inconsistencies about some food issues, but I heard it's really nice in there. And they did, the steakhouse.
We went to the steakhouse. And,
That's what I've heard is the best, the steakhouse.
disappointed.
Oh, see?
Disappointed.
Okay.
Go back in 6 months and see if it's improved.
Um,
Service was awesome.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard they're
Steak was
just doing
lackluster.
amazing amounts of business that, they're donating back. They donated, I think, to the Tingsboro Block Party. They've donated to other local charities in the area. So, yeah, I think they're doing well.
Has it helped them all? I wonder.
I mean, I go to Target. That's if I go to the mall, I go to Target.
I can't
And now I
remember.
don't even go in, my side of Target or my side of the mall because you have to go around and sometimes it just gets a little crazy, so I'll just go up.
What's in the
Further.
mall to go shopping for?
Target is the only thing that's in the mall.
Children's things for the kids. That's
Yeah, I mean, there's some clothing stores. It's Macy's is still there. Is it?
yeah, and I haven't heard great things about that.
Macy's is still
It's
there,
kind of
and
been
a couple of
going
other
downhill a bit.
small things. But I just go into Target.
Is J.C. Penney still there?
Yes, but I heard that they want to buy that. They want to expand the
Casino?
casino
Oh.
and put another restaurant or two and something else going into the J.C. Penney side. So then they'll basically own that whole side because they'll connect in Buffalo Wild Wings and then they'll own that whole top and bottom area. Yeah.
Well, Hillary, do you do more shopping physically in person or online?
I would say slightly more online than in person, but I go up to the Merrimack outlets a lot. If I need in person, and it's
what
not
makes you go to
Target.
Merrimack Outlets? You like the brands or you like the no sales tax?
Oh, boy.
Well, no, there's no sales tax on clothing in Massachusetts, so,
People don't remember that.
I think there's a couple of stores that I frequent up in that Merrimack area, but, if I go up to Merrimack and go to the outlets, there's also a bigger Target right there on 101, so
Yes.
I feel like I can hit, quite a few things when I go up that way.
Dorian is right off.
Now, how about you, Linda? Do you like to shop in person or online?
Oh, I definitely do person.
But I think Amazon is between, my daughter now being home. I think Amazon is at our house multiple times a week.
Well, Dorian, everything they do is Amazon. But I don't understand that, because he's right down the street from the outlets, and it's that exit actually, and or the next exit, and so it's for me. I just, if I know I'm going to go up to Merrimack at least once a week, so I just block off some time to just scoot in there. I know
It's a
where
nice
things
little
are.
walk too, you can walk all the way down and then circle back and.
Great
You get a
Mexican
good-
restaurant if you like Mexican food going up to them.
Yes.
That
Yes, and that Giorgio's, the Greek place, is also really,
Yeah.
really good.
and then we have the Thirsty Moose just down the road a piece. So
And there's a new barbecue place up in there.
in the
Not in the outlets, but right along that 101A or whatever.
yeah.
It's a brewery. I forget what it's called now. We went. It's microbrewery and they have barbecue. Lost Nation, Cowboy Nation, something. I think it's Lost Nation, maybe. Something like that.
Of course, you have Michael. What is it? You have. We have several. The Common Man is up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Buckley's.
Buckley's. Good
Lovely
steakhouse.
restaurant. And then you're right in Bedford, and that's anything you could possibly want, T-bones or any of those the Outback and all of them are up there.
Yeah, I heard there's a
Pretty easy.
T-Bones moving.
Yes, next to Walmart.
Next to Walmart,
It's moved down.
right in Hudson.
That's coming soon. Boy, is that moving fast, that project. So I think that will do very well there. Good location. So that area I don't have a problem with that area. It's amazing to me how the congestion is not as bad as it is in Tingsboro at all. New Hampshire does things a little differently. And you can zip on. Oh, but the Dunkin' Donuts is closed.
What Dunkin' Donuts?
There, across from Market Basket.
Oh.
When you go over it's Spitbrook Road, if you come over the Hudson River to go towards.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, I usually do the one in Tingsboro, and I was running a little late, so I scooted up there, and it was a bitter disappointment because I'm not a Starbucks fan, so I don't know what.
McDonald's.
Yeah, I could have done that.
McDonald's is like $1. $2.
Yeah, but then I would have had to gone back. I would have really
That
had to
iced
back
coffee
up.
that she's got over there,
Yeah.
I get a size, the brew you have, Linda, I get that size for $2 at McDonald's.
I'll have
And
to give it
I
a try.
get sugar-free vanilla iced coffee at McDonald's.
There you go.
Mary Ann swears by.
I know a lot of people that like it.
I've never tried it. I have to.
I don't think I've had a Dunkin' Donuts in a long time, which is why I just stopped because I wanted an iced coffee.
Is that McDonald's ice?
No, it's Dunkin' because there's a Dunkin' right before I
Okay.
get on, right as I get on the highway to come here.
Their app is terrible.
I haven't had an iced coffee in a while because I work from home, so I typically do not leave, and I didn't have any cold brew in my fridge. So I was like, oh,
So you're still working from home?
I am working from home. I'm glad this is a great segue. I actually am working for myself. I launched my company and have been working for myself.
So what does your company do?
We are a full-service and project-based association management company. So if you will, professional societies, such as, the Massachusetts Undertakers, or, we have nationwide, we don't have a nationwide group, but we have one group that is a New England-based subsidy of a national group, and we're obviously looking to grow. Need a little bit more than one client to keep the doors open, but we're excited. It's a joint venture with my children.
Oh, my.
My son's, I'm the only full-time employee, and I say full-time, I'm working for myself, hoping one day it gives me a paycheck. But, at the moment, my son's done a lot of work for me. Our website, we're Mosaic AMC. We have a client, and my son's doing a lot of work for me, and my daughter's doing some accounting work. She's an accountant. She just graduated with an accounting degree, so she's doing that. So I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's
That's
an exciting. It's an exciting adventure. I have 20 plus years in association management, managing medical, legal, and financial service clients. So very excited to put that to work for myself.
Now, how will you go about promoting that?
So there's obviously associations for association management groups. So I do belong to a nationwide group where people that are looking for, whether it's project-based, we do strategic planning with organizations. And, sometimes we'll just do an event planning. We do, they'll advertise they need either full-service management or project-based management groups. Where I was before, I had a group where we only did their membership. We didn't do anything else. We just managed their membership and served as their association's headquarters. So I do have space and the ability, to take on, providing office support for your association. If
So
that
you
is
answer the
needed.
phones for the association?
So their lines, would ring through, and we would, help them, redirect them, or if we're managing them, we would, be able to, look up your membership, tell you, help you register for meetings, get you information that you need. If it's, some of our societies have publications, so we would be able to,
Cool.
point you in that direction. So it's an exciting.
Will you do municipality?
I have in the past done public service groups. So, for instance, the Massachusetts Treasurers and Collectors, I worked for them for a number of years, and so we managed them and their education. So we're not, the group I have now has public utilities in it, so they're a subsection of the AWWA, which is American Water Works. So I have the New England New England section of American Water Works, and so I have a number of utilities and engineers, everyone that supports work within the water industry.
Oh, wow.
So I'm excited. They're a new client for me, and very exciting. We're having a meeting coming up at Encore, so I'm also getting to go to Encore with them and
Oh, nice.
plan a very
Have you been to Encore?
March. I have not been to Encore. I've planned 2 meetings there and didn't make it to either one of them, so I'm excited. I'll be at Encore.
A lovely place, and they have a escalator that goes sideways.
Oh, wow.
It's like it's something you should see.
Have you been to Encore?
Yeah, I've been to Encore a couple of times, and I guess I have not.
I love the
Pay
place,
attention
but
to
I'm
that.
not the gambler in the family. I am a sore loser. My wife loves to gamble, and I can't get her to love the Encore. She'd rather go to Foxwoods.
I've been to fundraisers and things like that there, but I haven't been. I don't remember the escalator.
Oh, they have a big flower thing out front. You never see the flower
Yes,
carousel?
I remember when it
Well, if you
first
look at
opened,
if
seeing
you look
that.
at the flower carousel,
Yes.
stand there and do an about face.
Oh, okay.
Staircase to get upstairs. There's a restaurant upstairs.
I'm going to take a tour next week. I'll actually,
Yeah.
I'm actually going to tour for a potential event site for a client that I'm looking at bidding on, Polar Park in Worcester.
Oh, that's interesting.
They do events there. So along the inside like catwalk around the stadium, they have some rooms, and they'll also set up event space. You can
Okay.
do it with a game or without a game.
All right. That's interesting.
So excited to experience that as well.
Now, will you go into New Hampshire or just Massachusetts?
No, yeah, a number of clients that we've recently bid on are nationally based groups, so anything. A lot of groups that I had at my previous association management company that I worked for were nationally based groups. A couple were Massachusetts based, but most were national groups.
Well, good luck with that. That's very
Yeah.
exciting.
Yes, it was a big leap of faith, but so far so good. Knock
Nice
on
way
wood.
to start the new season, right?
Yep. It was. We onboarded our first client in the month of July, and then the month of August I moved over full time.
Good for you. I would think summer is a hard time to do that sort of thing, and so.
I think it just depends on the life.
Girls, this is the staircase I'm talking about. This is an escalator. It goes sideways.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So if you were to stand, if you turn around, you'd be looking at the carousel. And there's a lovely restaurant up here. There's a function room over here. And I love the place, but my wife.
Isn't there a steakhouse downstairs?
Yes, no.
There used to be, or
There
some-
used to be the buffet. Buffet's gone.
Gone.
And the buffet, Monday Night Dinner Club would go down there, but buffet's gone.
Okay. Well, it's an amazing place. Everybody that I know that goes there, they quite like it. So.
Yeah, it's a nice time. It's in Everett, Mass.
Yes. It looks like it's very easy to get to right off the highway. I actually have again not gone, but both directions have a big sign that says Encore here, and
When you park in an underground garage, you take a picture of your parking space because you're going to forget where your car is.
Yeah. Now, you must know most of the places that you would have events because.
there's a lot of places. Unfortunately, not a lot of places in the Merrimack Valley anymore. I had a Massachusetts-based group was right around the time that the Lowell Convention Center was closing down. So they had bid on the project, but unfortunately they were closed by the time we had the meeting there.
Yeah, you're right. There's no place.
They had, I know when they originally were pitching Merrimack Land, what is it? Chateau Merrimack, they were hoping to have some, small space for small meetings.
What happened
but
there?
not. They're still open, right?
I think. I don't know.
I think they're still open. I say that because I had a family member that stayed there probably the end of June.
Oh, okay.
I think they're still open. I don't know how busy and how much traffic they get on a regular basis.
Where
But
was this you're talking about?
Chateau Merrimack, the old Stonehenge.
I don't know. Never been. We have not been there yet.
Supposedly they have a nice restaurant in there. I think it's Greek-inspired cuisine,
Well,
or Mediterranean-inspired cuisine?
Because they had hired, or they were hiring a chef from the North End. I don't know if that came to fruition. I haven't gotten a lot of feedback since.
I've only ever been in the parking
People
lot.
love to complain, so there's no complaints. That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
So, you know,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't.
well, you'll have to take your dinner group there, John, one day, and come out to Timco. And
Good idea.
Yeah. So
Next week, Tremonte. Just to see how good.
Not the Tremonte in Tewksbury, the Tremonte in Lowell.
Yep.
But I believe they're the same owner.
yeah, I believe so. I also, and as I say, I mentioned before that Middlesex Road is really taken off with the brewery and.
Yeah. That's very, very busy. And in fact, the brewery and the Mexican place right down the street, in fact, last week I had the opportunity, Dream Diner is open at night, I think Thursday and Friday nights now.
Yeah.
But I happened to go on Thursday night. They had a fundraiser for Scott Brown. I know he's running in New Hampshire, but I've, known and liked Scott Brown himself as a person for a while, and so somebody I knew was throwing it, and so she closed off her patio and had a number of folks there. It was nice to see.
Well, that's it. I had noticed at the bank, I'd come out of the bank and saw that they're open Friday evenings, right?
I think it's Thursday and Friday, maybe?
Okay.
Or maybe it's just a Friday. I'm not sure.
So that because they've always had a liquor license,
Yes, yep.
and so that's kind of again, I think that people branching off there. I don't know. I think the restaurant, the tavern does very well. There's an Indian restaurant going in the building where the dollar store
Okay.
is. The dollar store, I hear, is leaving.
Yes, they've moved down to the Trader Joe's and Whole Food Plaza. I believe they're getting ready to open, or they are open.
I think they just did because somebody
They
came
moved
into the drugstore.
the where the old party store was, next to Michael's.
And so and of course that whole Trader Joe, they're always having a turnover there in that area. It's hard to
Yeah.
keep track of
Yeah.
what's there and what isn't there.
I'm surprised Trader Joe's and Whole Foods have, I mean, it's only been probably, 6 months, but they both still seem to have good crowds in both of them. I tend to be more of a Trader Joe's
I am as well, yeah.
person. They're substantially cheaper, but, and they have unique, great things. But that Whole Foods has always happened. My daughter does like something from Whole Foods, so we usually.
So you
want-
girls happy with the governor?
I don't think.
No,
I mean, yeah, I don't think she's doing
she's a
anything.
disaster. She's a disaster.
I richly agree. I'm just
The whole thing with
bringing up the
with
governor.
the dental, I
we'll
mean,
talk
when she
about the
just
president.
took over the conference center, I just don't see.
Well, it's-
I think she's scrambling now to undo some of the things she's done. I just don't.
She blew way too much money on the homeless
Oh,
and the
but she
migrants.
can't recoup it. She's just struggling now, and
And now Wu, did you see Wu yesterday?
Yes.
Going Wu, don't tell me what to do.
no.
Yeah,
And they just laughed at her. It just gonna pay no.
It'll-
ICE is going to pay no regard to her.
And Trump's laughing in Washington. Try doing it with no money, honey.
Well, and I'm confused about what are they standing for? What are they fighting? They want the rapists?
Want to remain a sanctuary. Boston wants to remain a sanctuary city
Okay, and all right, okay.
and keep their federal funding.
Okay, but you've got to work. Can't you do that and still work with ICE and get rid of the criminals? Wouldn't you rather, I know a Democrat won't work with
Linda,
Trump.
they will never say it. It's all about the Democrats have to win. He's a Republican. We will not work with him. Resist is what we do.
That's the problem now. It didn't used to be that way, and I noticed it at the end of when I was a candidate type of thing. I saw that bitterness and that I hate you type of thing and trying to destroy your personality and going after your family. That was just beginning in the late 80s. And now it's completely out of control. And then nothing gets done. I personally would think that and of course it will never happen, the governor and the mayor would want to say, okay, we want a sanctuary city, but we're going to say we're not going to work with ICE and we're not going to work with, it's insane.
Linda, with the federal people, it's like saying, we want to do 100 miles an hour on 495, leave us alone. And you're going to pay to resurface 495. So we're going to send you the bill to re-hot top 495. Meanwhile, we're going to still drive 100 miles an hour, which you don't want us to do. I don't think you're going to pay for a new hot top.
Well,
Hillary, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I do think it's become very much not about ideology and what is right. It's become what is your party and just toe the party line no matter what. And that's very disappointing because nobody wins.
No.
And it's not just nobody wins either. It's, folks like you and I who are caught in the middle, right? The upper ends don't always feel the effects, but everybody in the middle. And it's unfortunate because, I think, back to, the Reagan eras of a rising tide lifts all boats, right? We're not there because we can't agree on, anything. If you propose it and you don't like me, then you're just going to say, you're not even going to take a chance to understand the issue.
Right.
You're just going to be fundamentally against it because I proposed it. And so nobody is winning, and I see nobody winning in any of this, and it's disappointing.
Of course, I'm for less government. I don't want them in everything I do. I'm terrified of AI. Now you'll probably be dealing with a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, in some instances, AI is very helpful. I think again, you can't just trust what AI comes back with.
Well, there it is, yeah.
You have to. It has to be proven that is right. And I do know that in a lot of circumstances, in such as education and professional education, especially certified, whether it's medical or anything you're getting professional education for that ties into some type of licensure. If you're teaching, you have to disclose whether you've gotten your information and what portion of your information comes from AI, because I do think AI unchecked, it's like Wikipedia, are you getting your facts from Wikipedia? And, I can go on and propose changes and make changes to things I know nothing about on Wikipedia.
Ladies,
There's
we're
no
going to go to
fact-checking.
break early because our guests are arriving, and you guys good to go to break?
Yeah, okay.
We'll be back.
All right, we'll see you in a minute.